Guys, how are you? It's your girl Ivy Marani once more. So today I'm back. Let me stop walking around so my video can be nice. So if you're new here, kindly click down the subscribe button bell because I assure you are going to enjoy most of my videos and they're going to be educative to you. So today I want to talk about the Aupair Bfd questions, FSJ questions that you guys are being asked at the embassy. You know, most of you, I told you before, your motivation letter will make you guys be denied visas. And what most of you do right now, you're working on your motivation letter, it's becoming so well, nicely done. But the thing is now when you go to the counter over there, you're not answering your questions well. So let's go through some of these questions that will make you be denied visa. Even if you appeal and you do not know that you messed up with the counter, your appeal is going to be rejected. So let's do this. So one thing the visa officer might ask you during your Aupair and your FSJ and your BFD visa is, why do you want to Aupair in Germany? And these are the same questions you've answered in your motivation letter, right? You need to know that someone who's reading your motivation letter, most of the time, is someone who has interviewed you. So the consulate, they sit down in the consulate on that day and they ask, how did you see Ivy during the interview? The person will say, Ivy has written this in a motivation, but during my question and answer, she seemed like she doesn't know what she really wants in life. So when you go to the counter, one thing you need to know, anyone can get a visa. So don't fidget, don't be scared, don't take this thing as, it's like, take this visa person as your friend, huh? So they just want to know some things from you that they're obligated to ask. Do not go there, get scared, fidget, forget everything, you answer wrongly, then you affect your visa process, you start appealing. One thing you should put in your mind before any FSJ, Aupair, BFD visa interview is this person is just wants to know why you want to go. And you should practice about your intentions of going. Make sure these intentions are related to why you want to go and practice German language. So this is one thing I keep on telling people, yeah? Aupair, FSJ, BFD is not work. To you might see as work, but to the embassy, they are seeing that as language exchange program. So whatever questions you're going to answer, whatever things you're going to say, they should always relate to the language exchange program. They should never relate to you going to work. So for instance, this person is going to ask you, why did you choose to Aupair? Why did you choose the volunteer? Why did you choose the BFD program? I do not expect you to answer and say, I love children. Come on. Everyone loves children. Maybe a few of you do not love children, but I do not expect you as a visa officer to tell me that you love children. So that aspect of loving children should be done away with in your answer during your visa interview. Get done with that answer from today henceforth, because that is simply going to show the visa officer that you actually do not know what you're talking about. You get? Another thing is, when the visa officer is asking you this question, they need you to know to say what you've written in your motivation. For instance, for me, maybe I've studied history and CRE in my university, in my O-levels, and I want to be an archaeologist in future. German language is going to help me be bilingual and get a job with international companies in Kenya. So when the visa officer is asking me that question, why am I going to Aupair in Germany? How is Germany going to help? How is German going to help me, or how is Germany going to benefit you in your future? They want you to relate this with your future. So feel free, it's your time, it's freedom. Feel free, guys. Tell these people why you want to go to Germany. Say exactly what you've written in your motivation. Let them stop you and say, oh madam, it's enough. So don't ever be scared and don't ever answer this as work, because nobody wants you to go and work in their country. This is a language exchange program. It's not work. So they want you to answer your questions related to the language exchange program. So always make sure you put this in your head before any interview and during your interview. So guys, another question that they might ask you is, they might challenge you. Yeah, they usually challenge people. They might ask you, why? Maybe you've just done your O-levels, you're not going to the university. They'll ask you, why don't you study Why don't you study in the university first? Why don't you pursue this course first before going for your au pair? It's you who knows why you need that language exchange. So this is the time for you to tell the visa officer why this language exchange is important to you. So don't be scared and say, oh my God, she said, or he or she asked me why I'm supposed to, why not study, why not? Tell them, no, I have a plan in my life. My plan is to do this and this and this. Give them your plan to do this and this and this. Go for this. When I come back, I will now apply for study. Or if you don't want to go to the university, no one forces you to go to the university. Tell them with my mindset, I do not believe in the university education. I believe with gaining German language, I'll be able to sustain myself in my future. Yeah, and never say that you're going to work or you're going to get money for au pair so that you can come and pay your school fees. That is a no-go zone. Yeah, don't make such mistakes during your question and answer. So you should always stick to the fact that you are going for the language exchange and you're going to come back. So I know some of you are there, you're asking yourself, why is she not saying about me? Me who wants to go to Germany and stay there. So this is what I keep on repeating. Never allow the visa officer know that you are going and you don't want to come back. I know you don't want to come back. But during that moment, you need to portray that you're actually going to come back. Whether you're going to come back or not, portray that you're going to come back. Then another thing I'm going to say, my last thing that I'm going to say is, when you are going to the embassy, whatever you've written in your motivation letter should have proof. These people, they work with proof. You say, I went to Form 4 this year. That is the proof that you need to have. I did my volunteer here. You need to have the proof of that volunteer. I'm coming back to university. You need to have proof of that university knowledge that you're going to come back to. So just don't write things in your motivation that you do not have proof, Some of you go there, you are asked, what will you do? Again, the last question is, what will you do when you come back after your au pair? This is just the same thing, like, why are you going to Germany? So when I come back after my au pair, I plan to be a German teacher. Say something that relates to German language. Don't say that, oh, when I come back, I want to be a hairdresser. Now, what is the point of going to Germany? You are making this visa officer think that this language exchange program is just for fun. It's not going to benefit you. So you should show these guys, by me going to Germany, when I come back, my mindset is changed. When I come back, I'm going to do better. When I come back, I'm going to build myself. I'm going to have this huge career that is waiting for me because of German language. So don't say things like, oh, when I come back, I want to be a chef, I don't know where, I want to be a hairdresser here. I'm not saying these careers are bad, but you should simply say something that relates to German language, because this is an exchange program. Exchange program in the sense that when you go and when you come back, these things need to help you. This applies not only to people who are going for au pair in German alone, people who are going for au pair in other countries too. These are the questions that you're going to be asked, and these are the questions that you should answer in your motivation letter, and these are the questions that you should answer the visa officer. And I've said and I'll repeat, if you do not know anything about any question, feel free to ask the visa officer, please repeat. They will always repeat. They'll always make you understand. I know some of you have met people who are so harsh. Yeah, it happens. Maybe someone has a bad day. These people are human beings, but they are trained to receive you. They are trained to interview you. So do not feel so scared when you're going for the interview. Take that interview like a one-on-one thing, like a rapport. Just explain yourself the best way you can explain yourself. And I assure you, you'll get that visa. So click down on the subscribe button bell now and share this video to reach more people. Bye. I love you.